Hi again, it's me, Cinnamon. I'm a 24-year-old working a corporate job who loves all things personal finance, especially budgeting, and today I'll be budgeting my second paycheck of May. My ready-to-assign amount is $5,348.90, and that is my gross pay, minus taxes. So let's just get right into it. First part of my ready-to-assign amount is $215, which is a reimbursement for my commuting expenses, so I'm paying myself that back. In my holding category, next I have to finish up giving myself everything that I want to give myself for my sinking funds. So I made a note that I gave myself $589.29 last time, and I like to give myself $727.47 every month. So let's do some ynab math. And that looks good to me. Okay, and now lastly I get to cover my investments. So first I'll cover my overspending, which is my HSA and 401k contribution, and those add up to about $1,000 every 2 weeks, every paycheck. And with my remaining ready to assign, $3,964.57, I will put that into my brokerage account. And after I finish this video, I'm going to transfer $4,135.04 to my brokerage account, because I also like to transfer what I get in cash back and what I get in interest from my high yield savings account to my brokerage account. The reason why I transfer what I get in interest from my high yield savings account to my brokerage account is because I am trying to keep my emergency fund at a fixed amount. I know what my expenses are, and once I change those expenses in a way where I feel like they're increasing significantly, then I will contribute more to my emergency fund. But while I've decided that what I do need in emergency fund is this fixed number, when I'm getting money added to it through interest, I like to just use that as extra income for investing. So that's the philosophy there. Okay, now on a high level, everything that I need to do for my budget is done, but I need to also make sure that all my expense categories have enough money in them. So because I am traveling, my core spending categories have not been getting anything deducted from them because I've been using my New York City trips category for all my spending here. And so they all look really good, and I wish I could make it this far every month with this much money still available. But let me bump up what I need for New York, because $213 will not last me the over a week, a little over a week that I'm still going to be here. So first I'm going to transfer everything from my holding category, my sinking fund holding category. I'm also going to transfer everything from my, do I actually want to do that? Let's get this up to $600. And so again, I'm going to do ynab math, put $600 minus what I have in the available category. Okay, that's now $600. I'm going to cover this overspending with my discretionary spending category, and it's very close to covering it entirely, or it's a little bit more than what I needed to cover it entirely. I'm also going to transfer my next month's holding to my discretionary spending, so I'm rebuilding that just a little bit. $600 I still don't think is going to be enough, but I like to under assign, because just seeing like too much money in there at once can be hard to contextualize, because I need to save that money across a number of days. So knowing that I have like $600 that I could dedicate to this weekend, like this long weekend, I think that's better. So $600 I'll try to just spend at most that this long weekend, and then Monday night re-up whatever I can. And so let's see what I do have for re-upping this category this month. So I'm going to check my discretionary spending. That's an obvious category to use for re-upping, and then go through my core spending categories to see what could help with re-upping. I'm going to unclick my household utilities because I haven't been charged utilities yet, and I need to keep what's available in here for when I do. work utilities as well in commuting. These are charges that I'm expecting, so I'm not going to factor that into my logic here. And I'm also going to take off skill development because I am planning to spend money in this category to buy material related to studying for a new job. So everything else I can spend, and that adds up to $1,244.65. So that looks pretty good to me. I think I can make New York work on that amount, and the tiniest bit of my trip will be in June, so I will be able to re-up my discretionary spending categories and all my core spending categories and dip a little bit into June if I need to. I don't think I will, but I don't exactly know what my family has planned for what else we want to do during my time here. Okay, so that is all for the budgeting portion of the video. For a little bit more of the personal finance stuff, being back in my hometown, I am a native New Yorker. If I have mentioned that in my past videos, I think, I don't know, but I am a native New Yorker, so being back in my hometown has actually really revealed a lot of things about myself and my relationship with money, my relationship with spending. I haven't been in New York, around the city for an extended amount of time for a while, because the last time I was really in New York for an extended period of time was during 2021. And obviously I was staying at home for most of that time, so I was not in it and around the city at all. But this time I'm in New York, I've been in and around the city a bunch, and I just realized that I have truly shed my consumerist behaviors, not just because of a mindset switch, but truly because I changed my environment. Living in New York triggers my desire to spend, specifically my desire to spend on clothes, because everyone here is dressed so well. In middle school and high school, I was shopping at least every other day, and that is not an exaggeration. And I had a babysitting job that paid pretty well. I got paid $25 an hour, and then I get extra money for overnight time, time after midnight, and they would also buy me dinner and buy me an Uber home. So yeah, it was a really good job. I remember one year they had me babysit during New Year's Eve and paid me $1,000. I'm a child. I didn't have plans anyway. They were like, we don't want to inconvenience you. I had no plan. So yeah, that was just a really great job. So that is how I had money as a kid to do that much shopping. But I was shopping all the time. And my philosophy at the time was to never repeat an outfit. And I really looked back on why did I feel that so strongly? It just seemed so silly. I was like, oh, it was just me being a kid, me being silly. But now that I'm back in New York, it's no, you really, or at least I feel that I really need to dress here. You are just seeing people all of the time. They're seeing what you're dressed like. They're all really dressed up, or at least have a style going. That's the thing. When I'm saying dressed up, it's not formally dressed up. It's just being stylish. And I felt like I needed to be stylish. I feel so much that I need to be stylish here. But living in California, I dress like trash every single day, and it just slips my mind. I don't think about it. I am trying to spend more on clothes, but I just am okay, it's fine just me going with my basic wardrobe, because spending more on clothes is just an undertaking too, to make a cohesive closet. But I never had to make a cohesive closet because I just bought new things every day. So yeah, really seeing that what it took and why I was able to transform my spending so much was just because I left New York. Um, yeah, so that is something interesting to think about, because I have thought about moving back, and there are all these shadow expenses that might be associated with moving back to New York beyond just the increase in housing prices and all of that stuff. I think the lifestyle here and the way people live here, the kinds of activities you'll do with friends just ends up bumping everything significantly. So that is why New York would be expensive for me. That is a little bit of stuff I realized about myself in spending. I don't know if people also who've visited New York have this feeling of just whoa, everyone's so stylish, but at least that's where my brain goes. And honestly, I can't wait to be back in California, because the constant sadness I feel by how bad my outfits are compared to everyone else is just, it's too much. It's overwhelming. I low-key don't even want to meet up with my high school friends, because I used to dress very well in high school, and people would like compliment me that a lot. And now I'm like, I'm going to show up in just regular clothes. Like they're not going to be used to that. They're not going to be used to that. And I can already see like the comments low key. My whole friend group was very stylish. So yeah, let's see. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.